Hi, I'm Guy Ardito, relationship expert, coach, and author. And today I want to talk a little bit about fighting. You know, if you're in a relationship or you've been in one, then you know that it's inevitable. You're always going to butt heads over something. Some couples butt heads more frequently than others. What matters is how you come out the other side. Do you keep fighting about the same things? You know, people can get into a fight, an argument for different reasons. Sometimes it's because someone just had a hard day and something little set them off, and they're not really angry at you about it. They're really frustrated about what happened with their boss or coworker, or maybe their sibling or friend or something like that. So that's one thing to understand. Another possibility is that you actually have done something that has really upset them. You've broken their trust in some way. Maybe you said you were going to do something and you didn't, especially in a repeated kind of way, or you slighted them in some way. But the third part is very interesting. And the third possibility is that people sometimes start fights because they're not feeling heard in general, not because you're actually transgressing them, not because you're doing something specifically that they didn't want or don't agree with, although they'll say that in the fight, but they're lacking the sense of connection. They're lacking the sense of you being there with them, actually of an intimacy, because fighting kind of forces somebody to really come up, to be intimate in a way. If you're the type of person who is working a lot or busy a lot outside of the home or relationship, this might very well be the case. I'm not saying that it is, but you want to step back and look at it. Because if your partner seems to be picking fights with you or overreacting, it could be because they feel that you're not connecting with them. Now, at the end of the day, all three possibilities for why your partner is angry, picking a fight, even potentially getting vicious, boils down to the same things. And that's what you have to do in order to resolve them and keep them from back bubbling up again. And that is connection and respect. When we're not feeling respected, especially by our lover, by our partner, that's kind of a kind of betrayal. And nobody likes that. You don't like feeling disrespected at work. You don't like feeling disrespected with your friends. You certainly don't want to feel disrespected by what could be the most intimate, close, personal relationship of your life, which is your love partner, your spouse, or the person that you're with. Respect is crucial. The other key part is connection. We all need to be connected. And all of our relationships are defined in a certain way on connection, but our intimate relationship has a level of connection beyond any of the others. Because by definition, it's our intimate relationship. So if you're not connected in all of the ways that couples connect, and that's emotionally, intellectually, and of course physically, then there's going to be a big missing there. There's going to be a lack. And when we're not getting what we need, then we act out. Typically in ways that are not really true to our nature, not true to our maturity, but that's what happens. That's psychology, right? So how do you avoid it? Well, when you have a fight, you've got to clean it up. You've got to find a way to get back to a good place. So certainly that's by, number one, seeing what you can apologize for. And I'm not saying you should apologize if your partner is making things up, but if there is something that represents some kind of transgression or even a perceived betrayal, you definitely want to own up to that. You definitely want to apologize for that and tell them how you're going to make it right. Number two, you want to move on and connect and respect. Now, the apology is frankly part of the respect. But respect is something you do all the time. Respect involves not cutting somebody off, right? Hearing everything that they're saying. Respect involves proactively asking them what they're up to, how they're feeling, what they're doing, what they want, and not making assumptions. Respect is giving them space to do their part around the house, their part with the chores, their part with the kids, and not correcting them, not telling them just what they did wrong, right? You've got to respect them. And on top of respect, you've got to connect. And really, you should connect every day, and ideally as much as possible throughout the day. You know, so many couples, just because of life, because of their business, because of children, they kind of lose that connection. They drift apart. They take it for granted. But that is the most fundamental aspect of your intimate relationship. That is what brought you together. Connection takes many forms. Connection doesn't have to be specifically sex, right? That's great. That's important. But connection is just looking somebody in the eye, not being distracted, giving them your full attention. Connection is just light touch. Giving somebody a touch on the shoulder, a little shoulder rub when they're around. Connection, of course, is a good kiss, hello or goodbye, for no reason anytime you pass them in the hallway. So, connection is good for them, it's good for you, it's good for the relationship. So what do you want to do? Whether you just had a fight or you want to make sure you don't have another fight, focus on those two aspects. Respect your partner, connect with your partner. Do those both every day, and I guarantee you, your relationship quality will go through the roof. So I hope you enjoyed a little lesson today. This is Guy Ardito saying, life is an adventure, live in love.